Welcome to SoundersFC.com. I'm Ross Fletcher, alongside me former Sounders captain Kasey Keller. First defeat for your Seattle Sounders FC, 1-0 the defeat to San Jose Earthquakes. The Chris Wondolowski penalty doing all the damage.
Yeah, Steven Lenhart was a thorn in the Sounders' defensive side all game long. He was very much so the antagonist from the very first minute. And it looked like he got under the skin a little bit. There was a few little pushes here and there, one with Mark Birch early, another one with Sperning. And then in the end, there was a little bit of a tussle in the box. Birch sticks his leg out, referee awards a penalty, and who, of course, but Wondolowski steps up and smashes it home.
Yep. Sounders with a few chances tonight. Freddie Montero with a couple of opportunities. Maybe not quite the same fluidity as we saw in the first two matches, though.
Definitely some possession lost in situations in midfield where you wouldn't have seen that earlier. That's disappointing. We weren't able to sustain that pressure. But in saying that, a great free kick from Alvaro Fernandez. Freddie Montero gets a good little flick that causes John Bush some problems. And then in the end, Freddie pops up at the top of the box, smashes a shot, looked like it was going into the right-hand side. John Bush makes a great save to keep it at 1-0.
But of course, in the MLS, there's always another opportunity to make amends just around the corner. And Saturday, the Sounders are on the road at DC United, who've just come off a 4-1 win over Dallas. But the Sounders, of course, 2-1 so far this season. And they will go there, I'm sure, still with plenty of confidence from those Toronto and Houston wins, looking to make amends from what happened against San Jose. And if you talk about DC United, Kasey, you talk about Dwayne De Rosario, don't you?
Exactly. Last year's MVP. He's gotten off to a little bit of a slow start. Hasn't scored a goal yet in the first 4 games. But he's definitely pulled the strings out of that midfield position. You know, they started off a little bit slow, DC, but looked really good the other night in that 4-1 win against Dallas. So a difficult task for Seattle going into the nation's capital.
Kasey, thanks very much. We'll look forward to seeing you from DC United then next Saturday. For Kasey Keller, I'm Ross Fletcher. Join us again on SoundersFC.com.